See, this is the bit that people miss. This topic, this question, the beauty of this whole thing is that it's within your hands. Again, I'm going to highlight the fact science as a word, right, is used and slung about like a weapon continually. Science has got different categories to it, right? There's different variances in what we call science. Mainstream science of today, when they talk about the scientific method, scientific experimentation, is seeking to establish a cause and effect relationship between natural phenomena or any type of phenomena. Where they have wandered into is explanations, which is writing stories and telling stories about phenomena or apparent phenomena that they profess to know about. So science has to be broken down and comprehended for what the varying subdivisions actually are. So you have we've got the social sciences, the formal sciences and the natural sciences. As I've pointed out many times before, the natural sciences deal with the real world. Physics, chemistry, biology, that deals with the real world. No language required. Just take this substance and see what happens. This caused this. It's very, very simple. In the formal sciences, we have mathematics, where it's a language-based science. It's the science of describing. It can be utilised to describe something. And from there, extrapolations happen where they explain the phenomena. So it's about storytelling. It does not detract from the fact of what actually is in reality. People have to comprehend these different things and these different attributes of what we call science. Science, true science, belongs to you, the individual. You are the direct experiencer of what is. If you are looking for me to give you a link to some guru or somebody else to show you this or show you that, you're missing the point altogether. It's about recognising that failed logic in your own reasoning. That you've been born into this cult of listening to what peers tell you and regurgitating it and constantly looking outwards for somebody else to provide you with an answer to whatever question you have. So if people get involved in conspiracies or any sort of political thing in different countries or whatever it may be, people have to invest in faith and belief, because they're not having the direct experience of any of these events. So they're taking stories and they're incorporating stories into their consciousness and thinking that they've got an answer or some relevant experience of any of these so-called events. The beauty of this question is you don't have to listen to anybody else. It's a matter of you making a decision whether you want to remain ignorant or whether you want to be in control of your own faculties. If you're going to allow somebody to tell you that your discernment's faulty, you have to then question the people. What do they think they are? If your faculties and your senses are flawed, but these people are trying to tell you what is, what are they using? The very same senses that you have. Again, in the future, with this upcoming, sequence of videos I'm going to make, I'm going to talk about these things. I'm going to show the difference between objective objects, what actually is, and then when we have to make inferences from intangible phenomena and how that works in regards to your reasoning processes and how we reason with things that are intangible to us. How we can start from base axioms, how we can work things to suit a preconceived bias or preconceived model or presupposed models, and how you can utilise the formal science of mathematics to interpret things to fit your preconceived bias. Every single person alive right now can go and experience and observe and measure and use it as a measuring tool that water finds its level. It's as simple as that for people to snap out of the cult programming, the hypnosis. For you to recognise what your experience is to what somebody's telling you and what they're presenting to you on a screen. If you're the type of person who doubts their own sanity and their own experience and prefers another man's narrative while showing you images two-dimensionally on a screen, then I'm going to have to say that you're a gullible fucking ignorant moron. I don't care how many images are shown to me on a screen. I know what reality is and what it isn't. I do trust my own experience. I do trust my own discernment. So it's not about pointing you in the direction of some fucking guru. It's about you snapping yourself out of the hypnotic trance and experiencing the reality as you always have experienced it, with cleansed eyes. Again, it's a testament to this cult that we were born into. When you've got adults asking you to point them in the direction of some guru so that some guru can tell them what is or what isn't. It's a testament to the fact that you were born into a cult that bombarded you into accepting that that was a viable way of living. That some, assumed authority has got the right to dictate to you who you are, what you have to be, what you have to accept, what you've not to accept, what's real, what's not real. It's fucking preposterous. What we see is signs and symptoms of the cult. If anybody's new and you want some clarity and you want to have an actual discussion about the topic and where we're at with the topic, by all means, I'm that very man. I'm not going to point you because I don't trust anybody else. Too many people are muddying the waters with shit that doesn't have to be there. What you have to establish first and foremost is that you're the scientist. That's what this is about. It's about taking back that power and letting go of this cult behaviour of living willfully in ignorance, while placing your faith and belief in exterior entities to provide you with a narrative of your own existence. How fucking utterly insane is that? That's exactly what we live to this very day. Tomorrow morning, or the next morning, millions of children are going to be shoved into education centres, and that process is going to be repeated over and over again. Total and utter child abuse and negligence. Educating your child to place faith in assumed authorities and to be dictated to about what they're to believe and what they're to think. Don't come here telling me I'm in a cult. I ain't no fucking cult. I escaped it. The cult comes after me because the cult doesn't like when disciples realise the game and want to leave. As I've pointed out many times before, from a globe earth perspective, we're all a minority of fringe lunatics who are mentally ill and retarded and all this stuff. But yet they're here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Hit piece videos galore, constantly mention it, constantly going on about it. How does that make sense to you? On the other turn, again looking at the walk of these people, is that who you are? If you really do believe that people like me are mentally ill and this, that and the other, you think this is acceptable behaviour then? Because either way you look at it, it's telling you exactly who these people are and what they stand for. And the reason that it's happening is because it's not a globe. All these people still in their slumber, trying to act like they're woke. Get a fucking grip and start realising what's actually fucking happening here.